This is the Backyard Discovery Cedar Cove wood swing set. Picture a tall, two-level cedar fort with light brown stain and white trim, twin-peaked roofs, and a big footprint that fills a corner of the yard in a good way. The silhouette is busy in the best sense. A spiral tube slide wrapping down one side, a fast 10-foot wave slide on the other, a 5-foot rock wall and stepladder feeding the upper clubhouse, and a wide swing bay with plenty of clearance so kids aren't elbow to elbow. Down below, the shaded playhouse looks like a little bistro with a pretend grill and sink. Up top, there's a cozy clubhouse with windows, a telescope, and a chalkboard that's been a doodle magnet. It looks like something kids would draw if you asked them to design their dream playset. From my experience, the biggest win is how much play variety is packed into one structure. My kids bounce between the tube slide when they want the twisty thrill, the wave slide when they're racing, and the web disc swing when they want to sway with a friend. The wide swing lanes are a real plus. The spacing helps avoid accidental bumps, which matters when there are multiple kids. The lower kitchenette area keeps younger ones busy serving burgers, while the older ones claim the upper clubhouse as a fort or lookout. That mix of active play and pretend play is why it holds attention day after day. Key features that stood out to me are the dual slides, the roomy 2-level fort, the rock wall with real handholds, the chalkboard for quick games and drawing, and the swing bay that fits 2 belt swings, plus a disc swing without feeling cramped. The telescope is simple, but oddly effective at sparking little missions and made-up stories. In my opinion, this set earns its space by letting a range of ages find their lane. The manufacturer lists it for ages 3 to 10, and that feels right. My youngest started exploring at 2.5 with close supervision, but it really shines when kids hit 3 to 4 and beyond. I want to be honest about the build. It's not a quick Saturday project. I'm handy and pretty organized, and it's still stretched over multiple days. Sorting the wood and hardware up front saved me later headaches. The printed manual is clear, and the built app's 3D steps helped on tricky sections. Even with that, the tube slide consumed a chunk of time by itself because lining up the curved panels and tightening everything evenly takes patience. If you've got 2 to 4 adults who can commit real hours, you can do it. If your time is tight, pro installation is worth considering. It's one of those builds where the end result is awesome, but getting there takes commitment. Cedar is the selling point here, and I like cedar for outdoor gear because it resists decay and bugs. That said, the boards are thinner than I expected. The platform and bench slats feel light in the hand. When everything is square, level, and fully tightened, the structure feels solid, but you can hear a bit of creak during energetic play. That's not unusual for residential sets in this category, but it's noticeable. From my experience, prep and maintenance make all the difference. I took the extra time to seal the wood with an exterior sealer before assembly, and I plan to reseal yearly. It added days to the timeline, but it gives the wood a better fighting chance against sun and rain. It's perfect for families who want multiple playstations in one footprint and have more than one child or frequent playdates. The flow of the design means several kids can play without bottlenecking at a single attraction. The big tube slide is the star for thrill seekers. The wave slide is quick and smooth. The rock wall is challenging without being intimidating. The lower bistro space is a hit for quieter moments. I like how the set turns into a small social hub. The kids make up rules, invent menus, and manage their own little house. That's the kind of play value I was hoping for. Let me cover size because it matters. The official dimensions are about 220 by 181 by 118 inches, and you feel that in the yard. It commands space, and you'll want extra clearance around the slides and swings. The set is heavy, roughly 491 pounds total, which helps keep it planted, but I still anchored it and took time to level the site. Level ground and tight hardware are key to getting rid of wobble and keeping doors and panels aligned. Small tip for anyone building: don't fully tighten everything until the major sections are squared up. Then come back and torque to spec. Day-to-day use has been great. The slides are holding up, the swings feel secure, and the kids use the chalkboard and telescope more than I expected. The tube slide stays cooler than I feared because it's shaded, but in direct sun I still check it. The hardware is plentiful, and I appreciated having a few extras. A couple of Phillips heads wanted to strip when I rushed, so using fresh bits and steady pressure helped. The stain looks clean and bright out of the box. After sealing, wet weather beads up nicely, which makes me feel better about longevity. Durability is the big question I had going in. In my opinion, if you build it on a flat pad, anchor it, seal it, and plan on an annual check of bolts and boards, It should serve well for years of residential use. If you skip those steps, you'll notice aging faster. The warranty is limited and you can request details from customer service, which I recommend doing so you know what's covered and for how long. Support matters with something this large because a single warped or missing board can stall the project. I'd recommend this for parents who want maximum play value and are up for a serious DIY or willing to budget for installation. If you expect super thick lumber and a weighty park-grade feel, this won't match that expectation. This is a feature-rich residential set designed to keep the price and weight manageable. If you prefer a faster, lighter setup, the build might test your patience. But if you enjoy a project and like the idea of creating a backyard base camp for kids, the payoff is big. In conclusion, the Backyard Discovery Cedar Cove Wood Swing Set gives you a beautiful, multi-activity centerpiece with slides, swings, climbing, and pretend play all in one. The design looks great in the yard and invites kids to play for hours. The trade-off is an ambitious assembly and lighter cedar boards that benefit from careful building and regular care. From my experience, doing the prep and maintenance unlocks the best version of this set, and the smiles you get afterward make the effort worth it. I will post full information about the Cedar Cove Wood Swing Set in the comments section. See you in the following videos.